how-to motorbike restoration.
And we are gathered here today to celebrate this new hobby of mine, actually an old one, which is buying and selling of motor vehicles. And here we are looking at previous bikes that was on the menu, but the chosen one was this colorful Rainbow Nation that you see going on over here. So this bike is a big boy flame, and in this video we are going to bring the flame back to life. So you are looking at stripping the bike completely, like bring me out completely, but different. So that is also a Motor project that we have done previously, which is on YouTube. Here we are sanding it, prepping it for spray paint. So before we mention, we don't know what the previous client or person used to paint this bike with, but it definitely wasn't 2K, and 2K is a paint that is used on vehicles. This was more like some house paint or something because it was just so difficult. You'll see later on in the video. Here you are looking at a plastic welder that we try to use in order to reinforce this crack over here in one of the side fairings. And this is also the petrol can that was damaged and was basically, you couldn't see the damage because the paint was covering all the body filler that was put on there. So this bike has been an accident. We take on projects like this because it's 3 times the value once we sell it, and that's hopefully the case if everything goes well. But also it just keeps us busy. You keep learning, and yes, it's obviously a part of the business, and like we say, we like restoring things and making it look new again, and always original colors, original looks, and so on. When you do restore something, always try and keep it original. So here you're looking at the throttle body that was taken off and cleaned because the bike just wasn't idling nice, it wasn't running nice, it was missing. And this is basically going to be stripped completely. You can see the jet stars that are used over there. This is how the petrol gets squirted into the cylinder, which will then fire the bike. So please do like, share, comment, and so on. Watch the more videos on our channel. There's a lot of how to. And yes, let's carry on with the video. So here at the Wyman, we just like taking on projects that are all different. You know, we love learning, and going forward in life, this will definitely be the case. Just keep learning, taking on different projects so that we can show you how these things work. And you saw in the previous videos that we showed you as to where to get your pool supplies. Here you're looking at my good friend Cosmos that is busy sanding and prepping this fairing over here. You see, when you restore something, no matter what it is, your prep work is always important. So like I say, I'm not sure what the previous person or what this bike has been through, but you can clearly see that we have uncovered a lot of damage. So this is the risk you take, but like I said, we don't mind because you're always in profit range. So this is the plastic welder, the Dremel. All these tools are needed in order for you to get the job done nicely and swiftly. This is fiberglass being done. So you have your resin and your hardener, and you have your sheets, and the two get mixed together, and you have a very limited amount of time in order to apply this. Also, don't mix a lot at a time because it gets hard and you won't be able to apply them all before it sets. These are all catalysts that makes the paint or so on dry faster, so you want to use it quickly, or rather don't mix a lot when doing any job. body filler, fiberglassing, and so on. Here you can see the poppets being hung by a strung. I think it's hung by a string. And you see this yellow paint that was on here. This was underneath the red. And you can see there's also black as well. So this bike has definitely been through a lot. And we will show you in the second part that it was very difficult for us to get the paint to stick to this. You see, like we said, it's definitely paint from previous. I don't know if it is from outside paint or paint that is used on metal, like it was painted on the bike or what. I really don't know. You can see the black line there at the bottom underneath, and this is because the primer and so on didn't set or stick properly because of this paint that was on here. So it's the first time we came across something like this. How the spray painting gets done. You will see it better in part 2. So you want to make sure you have nice ventilation, obviously. No dust and so on. So we have a back door that was open that you saw. And this yellow paint was a huge problem. You see, we had to strip it off completely in order to get the black paint to stick on it. So here we are just touching these things up with some silver paint. This is just to break the black also off on the bike. So stay tuned for more videos because we will definitely be, there will be more restoration videos available, and every video is different. Here we are showing you the bike now that is starting, running properly. The motor mirror that you saw in front was also done. And both bikes for sale. So like I say, this is just one of the projects, hobbies that we do in our free time. We like buying vehicles, buying things that we can recondition, bring their life back, and basically then give them to a nice, loving owner. These bikes were both amazing. They are both 250cc, if I'm not mistaken, or 200, and they just both have so much power and really drive like a dream. Both of them are sold, and I can honestly say I miss them both. But going forward, we will definitely get in more and be showing you how we fix whatever problem it might have. So definitely bringing the flame back to this big boy flame. And that is how the end result looked, with a nice silver backing that we sprayed, the supports as well as the petrol cap. Got nice side mirrors for the bike as well, and looks is very important in terms of selling things or items you buy. You want a phone that looks nice, you want clothes that looks nice, you want your shoes to look nice. But when it comes to people and so on, don't go for looks, because looks fade but character stays. And here at the Y-Men, we are all about character, and we will prove it day in and day out. We will show you that we can be trusted over and over. And maybe I should add a little bit of energy into my talks, because I sound quite sad, but it's maybe because I'm watching the videos myself and also being amazed at all this work that was being done. You know, you look at the footages of most of these videos often, you think, wow, you really done something good here. So for me, it's also some kind of achievement that I should pat myself on the back, but also me giving you a day in the life of the Wyman and Darren, doing what he does, showing you, and maybe giving you that confidence to maybe take a spanner and do something, you know. But also engage with us, help us grow, because we will definitely give back. And who knows, we could buy a bike, fix it, recondition it, eventually just give it off as a competition to someone. Here we are doing the indicators, front and back. We have good connections. So we had to strip the bike and re-primer it. I actually fooled around in part 2. You will see that with the other color. So stay tuned.